One small step for man.
Open hearings held on July 26 in the United States House Oversight Committee on Unidentified Flying Objects, UFOs, and the possible presence of extraterrestrial technology on Earth caused a real stir. A long line of interested Americans, ranging from reporters and scientists to priests, students, and UFO enthusiasts, formed outside the meeting room. However, there were no green human-like characters observed. Pat Dolan, an individual interested in UFOs, summarized his reasons for attending the hearings. The world is concerned about two main questions. What happens when we die, and are we alone in the universe? The Pentagon is currently addressing the latter question, and it's incredibly intriguing. Those of us interested in this subject may not learn anything new today. However, it's evident that the truth will eventually surface. 3 informants have been invited to the hearings, 2 military pilots and an intelligence agent, who are making quite interesting statements about the United States shooting down a flying object and recovering remains of an extraterrestrial organism. One of these individuals has been providing daily briefings to presidents for years. So yes, these hearings are a big deal. Former military pilots testified at the hearings about numerous sightings of UFOs in the country's airspace. Some government agencies have more information about UFOs than they are willing to discuss, said former U.S. Navy pilot Ryan Graves. Excessive secrecy practices keep this critically important information under wraps. Since 2021, all UFO videos are classified as secret or top secret. High levels of secrecy not only hinder our understanding of the phenomenon, but also foster speculation and distrust. The pilots noted that many in their ranks are afraid to speak about their sightings, fearing ridicule from colleagues or potential issues during annual medical evaluations. We need a system that allows pilots to report what they see without fear of losing their jobs, explained Graves. Within our ranks, the UFO topic is stigmatized and surrounded by fear of negative consequences, either from superiors or during the yearly medical evaluations. One of the whistleblowers, as federal employees who report problems within their agencies are called in the U.S., former intelligence officer David Grazer, received an assignment in 2019 to gather information on highly classified programs within the U.S. government, but faced resistance in his work. At the congressional hearings, Grazer stated that the federal government stores objects of extraterrestrial origin and remains of non-human life forms, and that the Pentagon has a long-standing program to collect and reverse engineer such objects. He clarified that he personally did not see any UFOs or alien remains, and cannot disclose details about the mentioned programs. While performing my official duties, I was informed about a long-standing program on the search for and reverse engineering of UFOs, he shared. I was denied access to this material when I requested it. Based on the data I collected, I made the decision to report this information to my immediate superiors and several inspectors general. As a result, I became a whistleblower. As you already know, I face consequences for my decision, but I hope my actions will eventually lead to greater transparency in our system. As for the remains, I prefer the term of non-human origin, as it does not limit their classification. This term leaves more room for scientific exploration. As I have publicly stated before, the federal government has had knowledge of these materials since the 1930s. In response to the outraged question from American legislators about who funds these programs, Grazer stated that funding for these efforts is kept outside of Congress's control and is financed through the misappropriation of state funds. Congress vowed to seek clarity from the Pentagon. Republican Congressman Tim Burchett, representing Tennessee, made the following statement. "We must tell the guys in the Pentagon that they work for us, damn it, not the other way around. This is the main issue. It's about government transparency. We can't trust a government that doesn't trust its people. We're not bringing little green men or flying saucers to the hearings. Sorry to disappoint half of you. We are here to learn the facts." The issue of UFOs is also actively pursued in the Senate. In June, both Republicans and Democrats collaborated on a bill that would require the government to disclose data on possible UFO incidents. Susan Gough, a representative of the Department of Defense, refuted Grazer's statements, stating that the investigating committee did not find any verifiable information on the existence, in the past or present, of programs related to extraterrestrial materials. However, both Congress and the Pentagon agree that UFOs, like any unauthorized objects in the country's airspace, certainly pose a threat to national security. How to address this problem is still unknown.
One